The way that you walk, the way that you talk.
So for her punishment, you think he would just ground her or spank her or something? No. He decided to hang her over a giant pit of
A giant pit.
mutagen.
A what? Yeah, I don't know what that is. The fuck is a mutagen? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I dead ass wouldn't be able to tell you, bro. We got a whole ass 1 hour.
No, bro, I've seen enough. Congratulations, you 4 out of and you too, you deadbeat trifling ass son of a.
Nah, I told you why.
Finally found the worst dad in y'all, bro. Holy God. Dog, even Tiger Claw was like, my nigga, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie. Wait.
Hold on. Toji is a bad father, bro. Well, was he a bad father, though? I don't know about that. He sold his son, I guess, but...
She will be perfectly fine. Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
The Shredder Trial 3. Oh, I need to watch
Alrighty, ladies and
what
gentlemen.
the
It is
fuck?
time for
Is
the
that a
final
Fortnite skin?
trial of the Shredder. And the last challenger has approached to be judged for that superb round table status. And my God,
table
it
ID.
is time for one of the greatest haters of all time. And I mean this with no exaggeration. Top 5. Damn near GOAT status if it wasn't for this. It is
Oh,
none
yo,
other than
bro. What's his name? I forgot. Reverse Flash. That guy is hating personification, bro. I've never seen a hater at that level. Reverse Flash is the biggest hater that exists. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He's the biggest hater in the fiction
the
history.
2012
This guy is
Shredder.
crazy.
So y'all already know how this goes down. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, it is time for the finale of
The Shredder Trials.
Exhibit A. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, the genesis of hatred. Now, as we know with these trials, we have dealt with some crazy cases, from the mass murdering alien to the demon that rose from hell. But now we are finally dealing with the human. But that doesn't
Okay.
exempt him from doing some crazy ass shit. Because this Shredder is known for being the hating ass nigga.
Oh,
Now, to
shit.
understand why this man is the way he is, it only feels right to start back all the way at the beginning. So many
40
years
years.
ago, the Foot Clan got completely washed by the Hamato clan, and their leader, Oroku Kaiji, was killed. So the only person who was left alive was a
Shredder?
baby whose name was none other than Oroku Saki.
Oh, that's
the leader
Shredder
of the
real name.
Hamato clan decided to adopt him and raised him with his other son,
Oh, that's not
Hamato
a-
Yoshi,
yeah, he
aka Master Splinter.
Oh, yeah,
these
that's
boys
not
grew
really
up
a
as
good
the
idea.
best of friends, brothers. They even served in the damn war together. Look at these boys posted up in Nam. I know nobody was fucking with this squad, and these boys was tight.
Nobody
brothers for
would.
life, ride or die. But something happened that completely destroyed their relationship, and it was none other than a female.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
yeah. These boys did not follow bro code. This is a bad shorty named Tang Shin came in their life. And these niggas was horny. They was fighting and competing for her ass every day.
Damn,
Trying to
that's
stay talking
crazy.
shit saying, "You think
Trifling,
Tang
bro."
Shin want your sorry ass? Nah, she need a real nigga like me. All that shit you be talking and you won't even lay the pipe on the bitch. And over
That's
time, their relationship
crazy.
just got worse. So
Nah, they broke the bro code, bro. Bro, it's always the bros before the hoes. They broke that #1 rule of the bro code. That's crazy. Nah, bro.
At first, Tang Shin dated Saki, but she broke up with that nigga and left him for Yoshi. So
Ooh, what? Yo, you broke the bro code for her? Oh, nah. No matter how much a baddie she is, The bros before the hoes, bro. What the fuck? Oh my
Yoshi
God.
got up in them cheeks, and they ended up having a baby and got married. So
yeah,
Saki
that's
let
fucked.
jealousy get the best of him. He could not take this L. He hated this nigga Yoshi. Couldn't even stand being in the same room with the nigga. Every
Nah, that's a
single
bit
chance
much,
they
though.
got, they started fighting each other. Sparring sessions turned into full-blown scrap fest. Even their dad was fed up. He was like, "The hell is wrong with you niggas? All of this
Yeah.
fighting over what? Coochie?" But guess
Deadass.
what? Their dad's lecture didn't even work. Because later that night, Shredder started dirty macking. He went up to Tang Shin and told her, "Tang Shin, you looking beautiful as hell today.
Oh,
I know you with that bum
no.
ass nigga Yoshi. But hear me out, baby. I want you back. And I don't want to be no side nigga. I want to be your main nigga." And Tang Shin is not innocent in this situation.
What did
she
she
was
do?
entertaining this nigga over here smiling and shit.
Oh, nah. Yo, she dead ass entertained it.
Bitch, you're married. You have another man's kid in your hands right now. What is you doing? And guess what? Yoshi was watching
no
this
way,
whole thing, and he was just disgusted. So all
By
in
who?
one very fateful
He better
night,
be disgusted by both of the ass, bro. Cause that's not the bro got some. He wrong for doing this, but she wrong for entertaining it. He should be disgusted by both of them. I'm just saying, bro.
Saki figured out the truth about his entire backstory, how his adopted dad killed his actual dad and destroyed his whole clan. So he plotted to destroy the entire Hamato clan. So
Yeah,
later that
we
night,
all know
he
that's not the
approached
right-
Yoshi and Tang Shin. So he asked Tang Shin, he says, "Shin, I'll ask your fine ass one last
I
time.
knew it.
Be with a real nigga." But Tang Shin told him, no. Side nigga applications are closed. So these boys were about to fight to the death over some coochie. Absolutely ridiculous. So they start fighting to the death and destroying the whole damn house while doing it. And while they was fighting, Yoshi started talking to him and saying, "You're doing all this bullshit for some ass, nigga? Quit your yapping.
You
know
got the
damn
ass,
well
nigga."
That you can handle all that ass." So the fight started heating up. Literally, Saki hit a candle and the house lit on fire. And the
Oh,
whole
wow.
fight, Saki was just applying pressure while Yoshi was on the back foot. Look at this. Bro tripped him and just tried to repeatedly stab this man's guts
Bro.
out. He was not playing about murdering his brother. So while the fight continued, an absolute tragedy was about to happen. Saki ended up disarming Yoshi and was about to kill him. But Tang Shin comes in and tries to stop him, and she gets cut down by Saki. Dying
that doesn't change
instantly.
the fact he was
Saki tried to
entertaining that
run her,
shit.
But debris ended up falling on him and burning his face. He got turned into Darth Vader without the mask. And
Oh,
this
wow.
was just awful. First of all, we got arson for burning down the house.
Well,
You
that's not
murdered
only his
the
fault.
only girl that you love while trying to kill your brother. And they don't say this, but it's implied that their dad, Hamato Yuta, died in that house fire. So you
Oh.
also killed your
Well,
adopted
if he
father.
wasn't there, he
But
probably
if you
died.
didn't think this could get any more f***ed up, oh boy, let me tell you. After he leaves the burning house, screaming in agony, he ends up finding their baby. And him thinking Yoshi is dead as well, he says, "If I can't have Tang Shin, then I'll take your daughter, nigga."
Hey, yo!
He kidnaps his daughter and raises her as his own to be a foot assassin. And his daughter was none other than Karai. And he kept on telling her every day, "You know the man who ruined our family, daughter? It was that vile man, Hamato
Oh,
Yoshi.
nah, he
killed
really
your
turned the
mother."
whole daughter against her father.
This gaslights her every day that Splinter killed her mom. And
How did he
has
get a-
trained her to hate him. And she be looking at this picture of her mama every day. And she be thinking, "Ugh, when
He
I get
really
my
ripped
hands
off
on
the
that
other
red
part so
ass
that she
nigga,
wouldn't know the
I'ma
truth."
kill his ass." Not knowing that the man that actually killed your mother is your so-called father. The Shredder Trial.
Nah, he really gaslit the fuck out of her.
Jesus Christ.
Gaslighting should be in there too. Damn.
Y'all ready, ladies and gentlemen? I now present to you Exhibit B, Generational Hatred. Yep, We haven't heard this term in a very long time. Not since that zesty ass hating ass nigga. But it's only fair to bring it back
Dio is
with this
tripping,
Play-Doh-faced bastard right here.
Dio
now
is
we're
something else,
fast-forwarding
I'm not
to
gonna
present
lie.
day. So on the national news, they broadcasted a story that said there were ninjas in New York. And the police discovered a ninja star that was from the Turtles, and it had the Hamato clan symbol on it. So guess who was conveniently watching that newscast that day across the world in Japan? Shredder.
He saw that
saw
shit.
this shit and immediately
Oh,
thought in his
shit.
head, after 15 long years, Mr. Steelio bitch finally decides to show his rat ass face. Prepare my private jet. Roger, roger. So just off of a hunch that Splinter was alive, this nigga flew from
That's
Japan all the way to New York
crazy,
just
bro.
to confirm his suspicion. So at first he sent Bradford and Zever to investigate, but they obviously failed. And I swear, bro, he was so pissed off at these niggas. He looked at them and said, how hard can it be to find a giant ass rat in New York? And you come to me and tell me that you
He's
got
not
your
wrong,
ass
bro.
beat by
He's actually
nigga
not wrong.
turtles.
But he's still a ninja,
Hey,
though.
Chuck Norris. The fuck are you laughing for, nigga? I should have left your black ass in prison where I found you, boy. Shredder's
Yo!
not beating the allegations anytime soon. So now it is time
He
for us
did
to
not say
observe
that,
the
bro. That's
first
crazy.
confrontation. Now, out of all the Shredders, this one is the Smoke Demon. He doesn't jump like Utrom, and he doesn't have bailout sorcery like Tengu. He's just gonna one-on-one dog walk your ass. So late one night, the Turtles will celebrate their victory, thinking shit was
So this
sweet,
one a
until
real
they
one,
heard
bro.
this man yell in the distance. Nigga Turtles!
Yeah. That's crazy.
Is that rat?
Holy Jesus.
And this fight was just pure brutality. These boys got dog walked. Raphael came in first to immediately get shut down and kicked into this big ass sign.
Ooh, that
His
be
ass.
fire.
And here come Donatello, sorry ass. Bro grabbed his staff, pumped him in his eyes.
Oh,
then
wow.
backhanded his
That's
ass.
disrespectful,
Told his
bro.
ass, night, night, nigga. So then Michelangelo tried to chain him up.
That's
He
actually
yanks the
disrespectful.
chain and kicks this man
What?
all the way off
Oh,
the
yo,
roof.
that's
So then Leonardo came in, got thrown. Donatello tries to hit him, but his staff cracks in half.
I mean,
looks
he
at him
does
like,
have
"You
sharp
serious,
shit.
my brother?" So he throws them into each other, then he speed blitzes them and diagnoses them with CTE. These boys were cooked. So then he grabs Leo, slams him on the wall.
He had the
and
man
told him,
closing his
"Tell me
whole
what Splinter
eyes.
is, and I promise I'll let you live long enough to watch you
Damn.
die." But right before he was about to kill bro, he got distracted by mutated Zever and mutated Bradford. And he
What
looked
the
back
fuck
over,
are
and they was
those?
out of there. They ain't waste no time to dip. And I ain't about to waste time either. Time to put them charges on
I
that
would-
ass.
I would
Child abuse,
run that
times
ass.
4.
This man's
Attempted
crazy.
murder, times 4. Assault and battery, times 4. Up, and let me not forget, animal abuse, times 4.
I mean,
he
I
called and
guess.
said, we can't let that nigga get away with that shit no more. And just off of that, that's 16 charges, nigga. And he beat their ass so bad, he pulled a slave. He started beating their ass in their dreams. That CTE hit them like a
no.
train. So Shredder's
Imagine, bro, you fight a guy. The guy beat your ass so bad that you started hallucinating, bro. Well, not hallucinating. You start having nightmares of the guy. Oh, nah. You gotta kill him after that. I'm not gonna lie.
goal was to kill Splinter.
Time to put him in
because
a
he
pack.
wanted this nigga in the dirt because he stole his bitch. And he was going to do it by any means necessary. Take, for example, he sent his so-called daughter to beat the shit out of April O'Neil in a dark alley. I mean, dog, she put her on a wall and put her in a whole wall
Damn.
combo. Bitch could not move.
What
She
the
did not know her
fuck?
frame data. Then look at her walking, oh, help me, just to get grabbed. and
Why
get that ass
oh,
knocked out.
whoa. Did she
Child
break her back,
endangerment,
bro?
my nigga. I'm hitting your ass with that. Sending your daughter to go beat the shit out of an innocent
Whoa.
little girl just because she had connections to Splinter. Oh yeah, and then he kidnapped her
Oh.
just to lure Splinter out of hiding. So
I
late
mean,
one night, Splinter went
he
to go
said he'll
save
do
April
whatever he
just
needs
to
to.
see that it was a hologram. Because Shredder actually sold April O'Neil to the fucking Krang.
Lord have mercy.
Like,
This man-
dog, this man just sold
Human
his
trafficking,
to
bro.
a war-hungry alien race just to lure Splinter out so he could get his get back.
Nah, he
So
a
then this
demon
man
for
started
real. He a
laughing in the
demon.
background like,
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself.
Nah, that's crazy.
from with the right hook of death out of nowhere. So 15 years later, these boys are about to have the run back.
Why does
So
he
these
have-
boys start
why is he
scrapping.
half
Shredder hits
rat?
him with the electrical and God Godfist. But
'Cause
it got to the
it's
point
not a
in this
mask,
fight
he has a
where
tail.
Splinter just asked him, "Nigga, what the f is wrong with you? You
Dead
can't
ass.
be this mad at me, your own brother, over a shorty." But this is when Shredder hit Splinter with the bombshell. He told him, "You took the baddest bitch I ever knew from me, so I took the only thing you had left, your daughter, nigga." This man Splinter was shook. He thought his daughter died in that house fire all those years ago.
wow.
But as we know, she didn't. Shredder kidnapped her and raised her as his own daughter. So after Splinter heard this revelation, he couldn't do shit. The controller disconnected. Shredder just started whooping his ass. Hit him with another electric one Godfist.
That's
but with the
crazy.
inch of health left, Splinter finally awoke that dog in him that would be in any man's heart if they ever fought
Dog.
another nigga that
He's
did
a
some
rat.
shit to him like this. He started whooping that big metal ass, beating that ass with that wing chop,
Ugh.
and kicked him across the room. So right when he was about to kill this man, Karai came in and stopped him. And it didn't take long. He looked at her once, and he just instantly knew that was his daughter.
Yeah, you can tell.
And he just could not fight anymore. Now here's where we just see the damage Shredder has caused with his manipulation over the years. He told Karai, "Do you see that man, daughter? That is Hamato Yoshi, the man who killed your mother."
Is this nigga serious?
That's wild,
Sick
bruh.
bastard. That's all I could say. So she started snapping at Splinter. She told him, "Daddy told me what you did to my mom, so I'm gonna kill your rat stinky ass." This motherfucker's just laughing behind him. Oh
That's
my God, he's
fucked up,
terrible.
bro.
So she
I
ran
dead
out,
ass
and
kill him
Splinter just left. He
right
couldn't do
there.
this shit no more. And she was just yelling at him like, "Why won't you fight me, you fucking rat ass coward piece of shit?" And it's just the look that he gives her, dog. Just the look of defeat. Your daughter has been manipulated all these years to hate you. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be sick to the bottom of my
Sick? I'll be pissed,
stomach.
bruh. I dead ass kill him right there, right then. I don't give a shit. I'm killing him right there, right then. Ain't no talking left.
Exhibit C.
How many exhibits are there,
All right,
bruh?
ladies
Look
and
at
gentlemen.
this. It's 1
Exhibit C.
hour.
The worst father of all time. Yep.
He's not her
I
father,
have
dad, so.
dedicated an entire exhibit to explain to you why this man is one of the shittiest dads I've ever seen. Now, is he worse than this nigga? Hell no.
No,
At
that's
least
not
Shredder
possible,
technically
bro.
loved his kid, but the amount of abuse he makes his 15-year-old daughter go through will make you want to pick up the phone and call CPS in a heartbeat. So, example 1. Now, we already know that he trained his daughter to be an assassin and do dirty work for him. And we know very well that Shredder does not tolerate failure. So one day she came back from a mission, and she's just doing
And
her
she
regular
failed it?
routine, coming in and showing respect for her dad. "Daddy, I have completed the mission." But Shredder told her, "Right. I heard you had the chance to kill one of them nigga turtles, if I'm not mistaken." "Yeah." "So tell me, why the fuck their bodies are not in front of me right now?" They escaped. Duh. So they kept on arguing. And it got to a point where
I mean, they
Karai
skipped
decided
his ass,
to be
too.
a smartass. While he kept on yelling at her about how she let them escape, she yapped back at this nigga and told him, "They escaped from you, didn't they?"
Oh, exactly what I
And
said.
This nigga snapped. He yelled at her like,
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
so he came down and told her, "Next time you ever open your fat ass mouth like that again, I will close that shit."
Yeah, he doesn't love her,
You
bro. That's
understand me,
not
little
his
girl?
daughter.
I understand. Father. Now fuck up my face.
That's
and
just
go
the
kill
daughter of
them
the
niggas.
woman he
Like,
loves,
dog,
so he got a little bit
now
of love
add
for
all
her.
that on to example 2, his selfishness. This man don't give a fuck about nothing else than killing Splinter, even over his daughter's priorities. Swear to God, she came in one day and told him, "Dad, life is lifing right now, and I'm just not mentally here anymore." Look, girl,
Yo.
you think I give a flying fuck about your mental right now? The only thing you need to be thinking mentally right now is how to kill that fat ass trifling rat. Now get the step in and make daddy proud.
That's
Yes,
crazy,
father.
bro.
Again, terrible nigga. Example 3, using his daughter as a test subject. So Shredder made a deal with the
what?
Krang to make him robotic foot soldiers. So guess who he decided to test them out on? Karai. He straight up had these niggas come in her room and
That's
jump her.
wild,
They did
bro.
not hold back. They was programmed to kill her. So while she was fighting for her life, getting jumped by Terminators, one of them grabbed her and started crushing her wrist. And they was about to kill her. Until Shredder finally stopped them. So he walks in yapping like,
Looks like these robots are deadlier than expected.
So Karai was like, oh my God, I thought they were gonna kill me. But you wouldn't let them do that to me, right, Dad?
I don't
And this
think
nigga
so.
looked at
I
her
think he would.
dead in the face and said,
You should be lucky the skills that I taught you over the years bailed you out. If not for my skills, we'd be having a funeral for you tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Example number 4, denying the truth. So over time, Karai did some digging, and she ended up figuring out that Splinter was her actual dad. Because
Yeah,
that
I
photo
mean-
that she always be looking at of her mom was ripped in half. And
Yeah.
when she went to go see Splinter, he had the full photo of him and his wife.
Lord have mercy.
So this
Not surprising.
basically explained that the only photo that this man Shredder gave her was a picture that he ripped in half because Splinter was in it. Nah, bro, this is the pettiest nigga I have ever seen. Nigga
I
said,
mean, he
"Oh,
did
yeah,
it
I'll
to
give you a
manipulate
picture of
her.
your mom. But first, let me carefully cut this bitch ass nigga out of it."
Yeah, he
Oh
needed
my
to
God.
manipulate her, so that's
she
why he
goes
did it.
back to Shredder, and she just straight up told him.
You're not my dad!
He walked down and told her,
Damn. Took you long enough.
What? Oh, wow.
Claw, take her to the dungeon.
so this man just locked her up in
He
a cell.
wildin'.
So then
He
the next
said,
day,
"Hey,
he
man."
came back and said,
Finally, you figured
Even
it
though
out.
Splinter is your biological father, I am still your father at the end of the day because I simply couldn't let you be raised by that piece of shit rat. Hopefully
She
one day
wildin',
you come
bro.
to realize I did this for your own safety.
like, bro, this man is
What
really
are
trying
you
to
talking
justify
about?
kidnapping her when she was a baby. This man is so in the head, it's insane. So a bit of time passed, and she ended up escaping. And she decided, I'm gonna sneak this man. But Shredder
Makes
was already
sense.
2 steps ahead of her. He had a whole decoy in his throne. But then he comes out the corner like,
Little girl, did you really think that you could sneak the nigga? That taught you how to sneak niggas in the first place?
But Karai
I
was
mean,
not
yo,
trying to hear
that's
that lecture.
stupid,
She
bro.
threw a smoke bomb and instantly dived in. But she was just hitting air the entire time. This nigga Shredder truly had ultra instinct. So then she tries to stab him, but he catches the sword. Then he tells her,
Foolish child. I taught you everything I know, little nigga, so I know your every move.
Yeah,
so
that
then he
makes sense.
answered like my dad did when I said my first cuss word in front of him. Still to this day, I will never cuss in front of my parents. So then he pins her down, and it was over. All the lights
I'm
turned
not
on in the
gonna lie.
base, and he whooped her ass. in
I
front
would
of the
still
whole
remember
clan.
the
So
shit
after beating
what I
her
got
ass,
when I said
he
it sounded
ends up
crazy.
doing one of the worst things any Shredder has ever done. And that leads us into example 5. He decided to hang her over a giant mutagen pit so he could
What is a
use her as
mutagen
bait
pit, bro?
for Splinter and the Turtles. This was so absurd. Tiger Claw, his right-hand man, was like, my nigga, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, nigga. She will be perfectly fine. Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
That's wild,
So
bro.
Splinter and the Turtles pull up, and Splinter and Shredder
First of
start
all,
having
what is a
child custody
child
battle
level
over
of
Karai.
stuff?
This shit went from TMNT to an episode of Paternity Court. But while they was fighting, some footbots end up wrapping up Splinter and pinning him down. So while that was happening, Leonardo tried to jump up and save Karai. But this man Shredder jumped up to try to hit him, but he hits the chain, and Karai gets dropped in a pit of mutagen.
What is
So she ended up
mutagen?
getting turned into a mindless serpent. And Shredder's just looking at her like, so guess what's
Nikki,
the
you
first
did
thing
it, bro.
this bastard does? He runs down to Splinter and immediately starts blaming him.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Hamato Yoshi.
What they say, some people have no accountability. That's Shredder, bruh. People be like Shredder. Damn, no accountability,
Like,
bro. He
nigga,
wildin'.
oh my God.
He does
This
not know what that
motherfucker's
means.
allergic to taking accountability.
I'm
if
saying.
we look at the instant replay, we can clearly see your big, brolicky, muscular ass.
He's the
hit
one that-
the chain
not even
and
this, he's the one
drop
that
your
put it up there,
daughter
bro. Is he
in that
stupid?
pit of shit. And
He
you start
literally
blaming
the one
Splinter.
that put her in
nigga.
there.
So I guess we just gonna blame him for everything now. We gonna blame him for taking your bitch, killing your ex, then dropping your daughter in a deadly pit of mutagen. But it's all
Ooh, what the
Splinter's fault,
fuck is
right?
that?
Unbelievable. But if you didn't think it could get worse than this, let's go into our final example of Father of the Year. Example 6, brainwashing your daughter. So
Yeah.
when he got Karai back, after finding her in the streets being a wild serpent, he decided, my daughter's been a little disobedient lately. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brainwash her so I can control her. So that's what he did.
What?
He started putting mind control worms in her brain so he could control her.
How did
every
he get her
move
back
and
to
take
normal?
away her free will.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. First ballot Hall of Famer in the Worst Dads Hall of Fame.
Yes.
The
Yo, he
Shredder
tripping, bro. What is wrong with him?
Exhibit D. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
tripping, bro.
Exhibit
What the
D.
fuck?
Planetary devastation. Yeah. We are now past the halfway point in this trial. And I'm just gonna go ahead and
Halfway?
let you know this right now. Everything after this point is just completely outrageous, if you didn't already think so in the first place. Now, before we get to this man's planetary level feat, we have to go over some more horrific things this man has done. So, our first case in Exhibit D is his mutilation spree. Now,
Oh,
we
he went
already
on a
know
murder
he decided
spree.
to turn his daughter into a flesh-eating snake hybrid, but Karai
Oh.
wasn't the only person he decided to mutate. Matter of fact, there's 3 others. And our first victim is somebody we all know very well. Good old Baxter Stockman. Yeah, this nigga can't catch a break. It don't matter
Oh,
what
this
iteration
guy.
it is. Each
I don't know who
variant
that
of this
is.
motherfucker just gets violated. And this one is quite possibly his worst fate. So
What do you mean?
Stockman in this universe was captured by the Foot because he was trying to steal some of Shredder's goods. So Shredder decided to put his brain to use. and
Why did they
basically
make him
this
black?
man, well, quite literally, a slave. And if he
Wait, what?
Well, he can just ask what happened to his 2003 counterpart. So in obvious Baxter Stockman fashion, this man fails multiple times miserably. So Shredder had enough. He put a collar on him with mutagen vials attached to it. And if
What?
he pissed him off one more time, he would set it off. So
That's
one
mental
fateful night,
torture,
he walked
bro.
up to bro and said,
You nappy-headed Smash Bros cut ass nigga. What the fuck is
Mental
this?
torture for real.
Master Shredder, this is my duck human concept. It can swim, fly, it even knows taekwondo. Come on, Master, you gotta see the vision.
Hit it with the bullshit, nigga.
So he smashed all of his shit everywhere and tells him,
You have failed me for the last time.
so he pulls out the trigger and is about to detonate it. So Stockman was
good
begging for
lord.
dear life, but Shredder didn't care. He clicked it.
Yeah, he
so the
don't look
timer
like
started
he
going
gives a
off,
fuck.
and this man started panicking, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So the timer stops beating, and Shredder just walks away. And Stockman thinks he's
Yeah,
been
nah, you're
spared,
not
but that
safe,
was
bruh.
far from what was about to happen. The
Yeah.
vials buzzed all over him. Pause. But yeah, mutagen was all over his body.
Hey,
And,
yo!
this man got turned into a fly. Like, bro, what is this? Out of all the animals, a fly?
That's fucked up, bro.
Insane
That's
work,
mad
bro.
fucked up,
Then
bro.
Shredder came down saying,
Look at you now, you disgusting, nasty fuck. Now be a good little housefly, or I will swat your black ass and put your guts on display. Now take some chocolate, fuck nigga.
buzz, buzz. Yes, Master Shredder.
Oh, that's
so after he made
nasty,
Stockman
bro.
his first victim, he decided to mutate 2 more victims. And that was none other than Rocksteady and Bebop. Now, he decided
Bebop.
to mutate them because A, they stole his helmet one day and tried to sell it on the black market, and B,
Helmet.
they kidnapped Karai when she was a mindless serpent and used her as ransom. These boys were just
Alright.
asking for a death
Yeah, they were
sentence.
asking
so
for
when
it.
they finally
That's her
captured
daughter. That's
them,
his
this
daughter.
man Shredder came up and he could have just killed him right here. But instead, he decided to be merciful. He said,
You niggas are going to amuse me. Throw them in the pit. So first was Bebop, and in all honesty, he deserves it for rocking this whack-ass mohawk. Like, dog, what the hell is this? No fade or nothing, not even a hairline. So
Yo,
he gets thrown
that's
into the
crazy.
pit, and he starts tweaking out in there. Niggas started hitting the S.
Not even lined up, bro.
Then they smack Rocksteady's big ass in there. And Shredder's just watching this with joy in his face right now. Look at this sick individual just loving every second
That guy
of this
does not
shit.
look
So
happy,
when
bro.
they came out, Bebop got turned into a ugly ass warthog and Rocksteady a fat ass rhino. So they tried to retaliate because they was obviously mad as hell. So first up was Bebop. Nigga came in spinning on some Michael Jackson shit.
What the fuck?
Just for Shredder to speed blitz this man
Yeah,
and break
what
his
the
ribs.
fuck is he
Nigga on
doing?
his knees looking like he just ate 3 a.m. Taco Bell. Then floodgates is about to open. So then Rocksteady charges at this man, but he blocks it, grabs him by the horn, sweeps
Oh,
him,
nah.
and rolls this fat ass rhino like a
Disrespectful,
bowling
bro.
ball.
That's
Nah, bro, this is
mad
actually
disrespectful.
insane. Y'all know how much rhinos weigh, right? Rocksteady is a white rhino. That motherfucker is at least 5,000 pounds. And he just
that's
casually rolled
crazy.
this nigga like a bowling ball. So yeah, after he mutated them, he then beat them into submission. And now they had to work for him for the rest of their lives. And with that, we wrap up our little mutilation case. Now,
He enslaved
case
them.
2 of
That's
Exhibit
crazy.
D, the 1v8. Now,
Huh?
Shredder has had
1v8?
multiple fights with the Turtles. And to be quite honest with you, the result of every fight is usually the same as always. Shredder beats the living dog crap out of them until they are on the brink of death and have to retreat. But this one, however, though, was a little bit more nastier than usual. Because instead of just fighting 4 turtles, this man got jumped
the
by
fuck
a
is
total
that?
of 8 mutants and lived to tell the tale. Now, this is actually insane. First off, the other 4 mutants that are with the turtles are the mute animals. These 4 consist of Slash, an oversized turtle that is built like Bowser, Leatherhead, a ginormous
Crocodile.
mutant gator straight out of Florida, a telekinetic monkey.
Yo, that's
This
crazy to bring out.
pigeon nigga. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
the
fuck this
pigeon
is, to
doesn't
be
look
honest
like
with
he
you.
doing
But
much.
them and the turtles had this man Shredder surrounded. So logically thinking, you see this and you're like, oh my God, it's over for Shredder. This man's about to get jumped. No. Quite the
Yeah, I
opposite
don't
exactly.
think so.
This man started laying hands on all 8 of these niggas.
How the hell did he lift the crocodile?
Fat ass gator. He picked up this 1,000-pound gator and just slammed him. This man is a Florida man. It just look.
Oh,
He hasn't even moved from the
shit.
same spot. Pause
Oh,
and
wow, I didn't
replay.
even notice
he just
that.
grabbed that nigga pigeon out of the air mid-attack. Chucked him across the
Yeah,
room
that was
while still
unnecessary,
getting
I'm not
jumped and
gonna lie.
surviving psychic attacks. So he starts laying the feet and the hands on their ass. Replay again. Look at what he just did to Caesar. Nigga whipped his leg back, had this nigga in the spinal position, and his eyes are popping out of his sockets
That's
right now.
crazy.
Throws this curious monkey along with Michelangelo and Donatello. So right after that, the heavyweights come up and try to sneak him, but Shredder hit these boys with the shing, shing, shing. Sent
Anime
these boys
style.
packing. But wait,
Crazy.
make some room, because here comes
He
Nicka
really
Pigeon.
did it
I don't
anime
even know where
style,
Bro came
too.
from. He just flew out of nowhere. So while Shredder continued to fight Leonardo and Raphael in the same spot, by the way, this man has not moved
hasn't
away
moved
from
from
his
there?
circle once. He is up knocking both of them
Bro,
out, and
that's-
this man just won a 1v8 with relative ease. He didn't even break a sweat. And he didn't move from the circle once.
I would not take this.
That is insane. And the only
I'm
reason
pulling
they
out the
all ended
strap,
up
bro.
living
It's
after
over.
this is because a statue fell on them. And you best believe they was out of there. It may have been a one.
They ran away too? Oh, nah.
Got Shredder out of the
Getting
ring.
jumped
This
by
man
8
just stood
people
there
and
for a
making
second
them run
just to
away?
charge up
That's
his
wild.
Scream. And then he just let it all out. This man was pissed. The nigga turtles got bailed out once again. But anyways,
What the fuck are these
charge-wise,
drawings?
to sum it up, that's like 8 attempted murders, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like, good God, bro. This man is having a historic roundtable run. So, now we get to the point where this man put the entire planet at risk multiple times. And we started off with case 3, helping the Krang invade Earth. So Shredder had a mutual alliance with the Krang, and they had a very great business relationship. After taking one of them hostage, beating them to death, selling a literal child to them, and mutually
Yo, this
hitting the
guy got
turtles.
some
They
dead-ass
had a very
problems.
great working relationship. So one day, the Krang came to Shredder with a proposal. They proposed that you help us take over New York and the world, and in return, we will help you turn your daughter back from a mindless serpent into a human again. So Shredder decided to take the deal. Because A,
Okay.
this nigga does not give a
about humanity. I
Yeah,
mean, he
he-
literally could not care less. And
Well, he
B,
cares about
they
his
made
daughter
him
a little
another
bit.
offer that he couldn't refuse. They
Oh,
were
what
gonna
is it?
bring him Splinter. So when
Oh,
he heard
that's
this,
why he said
jumped
yes.
out his seat with joy. He
Not
was
even
like,
because of his daughter.
Go
He
on
could get
ahead.
revenge
Fuck up this
finally.
whole damn planet. I don't give a fuck. Just bring me that ugly ass rock.
So, exactly 1 day later, the Krang invade Earth. They are fucking up everything. It is literally doomsday out here. The Krang Prime is out here squirting on niggas' paws.
Hey,
And then look at
yo,
his next part.
bro.
This poor kid is trying to protect his little sister, trying to get to safety. And he ends up running into Shredder just ore farming. That kid looked at him for 2 seconds and dipped out of there. Little nigga felt that aura and his fight or flight senses kicked in. So after this man put the whole city on fire and mean mugged this kid, he caught this man Leonardo lacking so hard. Leo was just out in the streets trying to help. And he ended up running into Shredder and his goons, ready to
Oh.
jump this nigga. So Shredder said,
Boys, cook that nigga.
so they start jumping and stomping Leonardo out. So bro tried to fight back, and my God, he did his best. But Shredder just teleports right behind him.
Yeah,
And
now
Leonardo
you
knew,
fucked.
you could see from his face, he's behind me, isn't he?
Hi, how are you?
So
He
after
kills him?
jumping Leonardo and sending him to the Shadow Realm, he ends up encountering Splinter. So Splinter straight up told him, where is my son? And Shredder told him exactly.
Oh,
He
I just
did.
took him. Just like your daughter.
And then this man just starts laughing. This is
Yo,
a
that's
sick dog.
crazy.
He will not stop
That's
until
crazy.
he takes everything from this man. So Shredder starts beating the life out of him, throwing him into forklifts, and multiple steel pipes just dropping on him. So Shredder walks up to Splinter, grabs him by the goatee. That is so disrespectful,
That's
bro.
actually
Grabbing another
disrespectful,
man by his beard is crazy. So he pulls
I
out
would
the
not say
blade,
that.
and he's like,
This is for taking my bitch, you thieving, conniving motherfucker.
but Leatherhead comes out of nowhere, straight out of Orlando, and starts biting and chopping on this man.
What the fuck? He's not dead?
God, and he throws him in the rafters. So you gotta think, no way anybody survives that.
How the
Bro
fuck is he
literally
actually
got
not dead?
ate, like he was feasting on him. But Leatherhead must have forgot from that last encounter they had that this man Shredder is a certified Floridian. He came up and started whooping this gator's ass. Then he just starts beating his sides in.
That's
That nigga
crazy.
Leatherhead started crying for help. This was just outrageous. Then he runs at this gator at full speed and drop kicks him, sending this 1,000-pound gator back to the sewers. Bro said you should have stayed your ass in Florida, nigga. So after that happened,
That's
Splinter ended up getting a rage boost, and he runs at Shredder and spears him. And they start falling down to the sewers. So when they fell in the sewers, the turtles and everybody ended up seeing this, but they were blocked off, so they couldn't help at all. And Shredder was excited. He said,
Yeah. Watch closely, kids. Pay attention to how your daddy dies.
Shredder was enjoying every second beating this man in front of his kids. So then he threw some smoke in his face, and he jumps up and tries to kill him. But Splinter ends up using his ult, and he ends up getting a critical hit on this man. Sent this man
His
packing into a
ultimate.
wall.
Oh, what
so
the
Splinter thought
fuck?
it was over. And it was, for him. Shredder smacks this man upside the head, knocking him on the ground, then started beating him to death. This was so brutal they didn't even show it. Then he picked up his body, walked over to the water, and threw his body in and flushed him down the toilet.
That's
in
surprising.
front of his
You would
kids,
expect
and
them
they
to
couldn't
kill
do
him.
nothing about it. And he just looked at him like, "You're next," and left. So the repercussions after this were wild. First, New York got completely taken over by aliens because of this man. Second, Leonardo became a vegetable after getting jumped. And last
Whoa,
but not
for
least,
real?
the Foot Clan ended up finding Splinter's body. And this man wasn't even the same. He was in a feral state. Shredder beat him so hard he broke his mind. So he decided, you know what? Instead of killing you, I'm gonna lock you up in a cage so I can watch you rot. And then I'm gonna restore your mind at the last minute before I kill you, so you can know.
Did you
that it
see what
me.
was in that
This
room?
man is a sick
A wheel,
individual.
I forgot what
This
it's called,
is
a wheel
elite
that
hating.
they run
I have
into.
to tip my hat
That's
to it because
wild.
this is ridiculous. But that was only the first time this man put the planet at risk. Let's talk about the second time he did it, and the moment that made him a top 5 hater of all time. Case 4, destroying Earth. So some
Oh, he
time
destroys
passes
straight
after
up.
the Krang invasion,
He
and the
just straight up
Triceratops
destroyed
race decides to come to Earth and plant a bomb that will activate a black hole and destroy the planet. So the Turtles and Splinter needed all the help that they could get, even if it meant teaming up with their arch nemesis.
He won't
Shredder,
do
because
it,
the planet
bro.
is literally on the line.
He don't
right
give
now.
a fuck.
So
He
Shredder
won't
and
do it.
Splinter both swallow their pride and make a temporary alliance so
Oh,
they all
deadass?
don't die. So they go off to battle and beating the ever-living crap out of these Triceratops. Shredder was murdering these niggas, quite literally. So they all end
wow.
up getting to Central Park, and there is a massive battle just going on right now. And they have to hurry because the bomb is about to go off. They got about a good minute left. So Splinter ends up taking off to try to defuse it. But Shredder looked over and saw the time, and he was like, he's not gonna make it. So guess what Shredder does? He takes off right behind him. And when Splinter reaches for the bomb, he stabs this man in the back, dooming the planet. Oh my God! So the bomb ends up.
He really said, if we're all gonna die, at least I'm gonna be the one to kill you. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He could have stopped this, but he said, alright, since you're not gonna make it, at least I'm gonna be the one to kill you.
Ali_Thompson just followed.
Bro, that's wild, bruh. He really
Adam
said,
Gak Gaming just followed.
what the freak? Oh, Ali, Adam, thanks for the follow. Feel me? Adam, thanks for the follow, bro. Damn. Bro, he really said, you know what? I'm gonna be the one to kill him. At least I'm gonna keep that for myself. Oh, that's that CJ the Champ, bro. Shredder video. Wait, hold on. Let me move my. The Shredder video. CJ. Bro, he tweaking, bro. Shredder really a hater for real. I've never seen something like
going
this.
off, and Splinter dies. So Tiger Claw was like, "Nigga, what the fuck have you done?" And all Shredder said was, "Hamato Yoshi is dead.
Yo, that's crazy.
Could not give a fuck about this planet.
I'm
All
saying.
y'all niggas can die because I'm dying at peace."
Elite hater. This man just destroyed the earth, killing billions and sacrificing himself just
Bro, what
so
is
his
wrong
aunt
with him?
could die. And the earth got sucked up in a black hole and went kaboom.
Damn.
Ah, man. How many people are in the world? This man just caught 8 billion bodies. Shredder's in the Hall of Fame. Round Table Black
He's
Air Force Hall of
wildin'.
Famer. Now, luckily for these niggas, they got bailed out. Because good old Dr. Honeycutt came down and helped
Who the
them
hell is
reverse
that?
things. Even though that timeline of Version of Earth is just straight up cooked. But in the reverse timeline, Splinter caught Shredder trying to sneak him. The bomb got defused,
Oh,
and
okay,
Shredder
I'm
got his
saying.
ass whooped.
Cause
Splinter
what the
cooked
fuck?
this man
If he
out
was
of rage,
actually dead,
took
that would
all
be
of his
wild.
vital points, bringing him to his knees, then walked up to him and finished him off. Shredder was done. Splinter left this man on the brink of death and paralyzed, and it was a mercy
But he
that
didn't
he didn't
kill
kill
him.
him
I would've
after
killed
what
him
he
for
did.
real.
But
What the
unfortunately
fuck is
for
wrong with
Splinter, him sparing Shredder right here was the biggest mistake he could have ever made.
Obviously.
This could have prevented what was about to happen. The Shredder Trials.
This guy is bugging out,
Exhibit
bro.
E.
He's tweaking.
Ladies
Wait,
and
what is
gentlemen,
that? Kaiju?
We have reached
That
the
looked
end,
like a
the
kaiju
final
for real.
exhibit of the Shredder Trials.
He looked
And
like a
there is no
kaiju
better
now.
way to end it than with the most unhinged, monstrous, mentally unstable version of this nigga. His final form. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Shredder. So after Shredder lost to Splinter,
Super
after
Shredder.
destroying Earth and ruining a whole timeline, he
Kaiju
was
Shredder
on
makes
the
more
brink
sense.
of death. Splinter beat his ass so bad he put that nigga on life support. And his
Damn.
mental state is the worst it's ever been. The nigga was already delusional, but now he's literally mentally ill.
Yeah, 'cause he got beat by his
told
biggest op.
Baxter Stockman, shoot me up
with mutagen.
So Stockman's ass was like,
Master Shredder, Buzz. I don't know about that.
This is disgusting.
Grabbed his throat
and told him,
do it or I'ma rip off your fucking head, nigga.
oh, yes, ma'am.
Yo.
So Stockman shot this man up with all the mutagen they had, and he started transforming into a monster. Nigga grew Wolverine claws and had blades coming out his whole body. And look how he just bitch slaps Baxter.
Oh, he's an
Stockman.
evolved version of
And
Wolverine.
This man fully transformed into the super.
Good, how you doing,
This
Ali?
was a living nightmare. This man was already strong as hell as a regular human. And you gave this nigga powers? Good God.
He actually looked nice.
Everybody
That looked
was
cool. I'm not gonna lie.
So Super Shredder's first order of business was to
That's
deal with his
crazy.
daughter because she took over the foot. So they pull up on the foot.
That's
you
not
just
his
hear this
daughter,
man
though.
Shredder walk.
That's dead ass not his daughter, bro.
Boom. With them ugly
How you doing,
nasty
Ali?
ass size 25 ass feet. Nigga had the whole room shook when he entered. And here comes this mentally ill nigga
that's
talking about
My daughter, I did this for you. To kill that rat that killed your mother.
But she was not having that. She
Yo,
said,
he's the one that killed
"Ew,
her daughter, her
gross.
mom."
Back the fuck away from me. So she sends the foot ninja
That's good
at
to
him,
know,
but
bro.
they got washed.
It's
Thrown
been
around
going
like
well.
rag
I'm
dolls.
just-
So Karai and
I'm
Shinigami
just
try to
chilling.
attack this man. They get thrown across the room.
Bro.
And my God, what happened to old girl right here is a travesty. She tried to
What?
be saucy and shit, using these bats as camouflage and flipping and shit. So she kicks this man twice in the head, no reaction, then pulls out her knives and slices him through the heart. But then she realized, oh my God, I forgot to sharpen these bitches. So after she took a hammer
stupid,
fist to
bro.
the dome, he's about to step on Shorty with them long ass, unclipped ass
That's
toenails.
disgusting,
Karai
bro.
jumps on him with her snake form, but he gives her a right hook, chokes her, then slams her on the ground repeatedly till she was
And that's his
unconscious.
supposed daughter.
And with
That's
that, y'all
crazy,
already know
bro.
what we about to do. Hit that nigga with assault, child abuse, attempted murder, everything.
Hey, it's going
nigga.
okay.
You
2
still
hours
consider
in.
her your daughter, and
Ratchet
you just gonna
some
beat
stuff.
her like that? God damn! You didn't have to pick her up and slam her on the ground 3 times, nigga. And then you gave her best friend the nastiest concussion I've ever seen. Shorty
that's
gonna have
wild,
a case
bro.
of CTE that's never been seen before. So after he beat the hell out of them and took Karai hostage, the turtles pulled up in they raggedy ass whip.
Oh, and
they
thanks for the
saw
follow.
Shredder, and they
I don't know if I said it
they tried
earlier,
to
but
ram bro,
thanks for the
but
follow.
Shredder picked up the car and threw that bitch across the block. Yep, hell nah, bro. Me personally,
tweaking, bro.
I'm skipping town. If I see a nigga that just picked up a 4,000-pound car that
Hey,
was speeding
thanks,
down
bro,
the road at
thanks.
least 60 miles an hour and
That's
throw
really-
that bitch to
thanks.
the side,
That's
I'm
really
out.
nice.
No, bro, I value my life. So after this, Shredder decided to use Karai as bait again to get Splinter to come out of hiding.
That's not
so
his
later
daughter,
on,
bro.
when they went after Shredder in the sewers, they ended up seeing some of the most disturbing things ever. Shredder had pictures laid out. And he just started talking in the background saying,
Gaze upon these pictures, rat. Of all the things you've taken from me, you took my bitch. And then you stole my daughter.
I can't tell you that.
like this nigga
I
was
wear a mask.
mentally
I ain't gonna be
disturbed.
mysterious.
They
I
got
can't
to the
tell you that.
second floor and it
Sorry.
got worse. More pictures everywhere. This shit looked like a Silent
The whole
Hill
goal of the
level.
mask
All
is
the
to be
pictures just
mysterious.
being lit
I
on
can't tell
fire.
you that.
So Splinter kept on running through this maze till he finally found Karai as she was hanging from the fucking roof. So then Shredder just started walking down the tunnel, and Splinter was shook. He saw bro up close, and he was terrified, looking at him like,
That's
oh my
crazy.
God, he did all this just to kill me? So Splinter started swinging, but to no avail. This man didn't move an inch.
Yeah,
And just off this interaction, you knew how this fight was gonna go. Shredder punches this man into a wall, and while he's out of breath, he just curb stomps him. And you knew that shit was
I
weird
react
because
to
the
some
screen
stuff and
cut
I
to
play
black.
games,
You
yeah,
only
yeah.
saw an impact frame, and it just got worse from here. Splinter tried to jump up, but got dragged.
What, you got some
and
game
threw this
recommendation
man
or something?
like Hulk
Or
did to
videos?
Loki, ragdolling him. Karai couldn't
I
even
do
look
both.
at this shit. This was a beating of the century. So Splinter started running for his life, going deeper and deeper into the sewers, while Shredder was just
Well, you got
trying
something you want me
when
to
they
watch
got down to this
or
one
play?
part that looked like an arena out of a fighting game, Splinter tried to come out and sneak him, but he got grabbed, slammed into a wall, then ate another right hook. And it gets even more brutal. Nigga started throwing him, bouncing him off of walls, then carrying him to slam him into another wall. And this fight was all but over. Shredder was about to kill Splinter for a second time, but his arm started tweaking out because of the mutagen. But even though his arm was having a
Yeah, he
seizure,
got
it
shut
didn't
up with a
stop him. Man
bunch of
still
stuff.
threw him and shatters his ankle with them size 25 ass feet. So with all hope lost, Splinter decided to protect my family. I'm gonna have to sacrifice myself. So
I
he
mean,
throws
yeah,
a
I've been
kunai
thinking
at
about
some
it.
conveniently placed bombs, and they both
Obviously,
fall
you
down
know.
into a seamlessly never-ending pit. So while they're free falling,
I've been thinking
they're
about it,
still
but I
throwing
haven't
hands. Splinter's
gotten
going right
to it
while
yet.
Shredder's dragging him down a pillar. They was going so crazy, Splinter Mike Tyson that nigga bit his ass.
Ugh,
Probably
did
gave
you
him
not
rabies
see how
since
he
a
looked?
rat. But Shredder ends up hitting a
Shredder
steel
chopped
beam,
his heel,
and
you
Splinter
beat
keeps
him?
on falling, and he hits a steel beam on the back of his head. And then he hit another one, and then he hit another one, until he finally hit
What
the
in
bomb.
hell? I
The
don't even
fact
get
that
where
he
they are at.
survived this is insane. But that man was walking no time soon. His leg was shattered, turned into a straight spaghetti noodle. And Shredder, yeah, he climbed out of the pit. Not surprising at all. But Shredder was
I mean,
not
sure,
done
why
beating
not?
on these niggas. Because later on the surface, you just see Leonardo go flying into a car while Shredder's just walking up trying to kill this man. So he grabs him and tries to squeeze the life out of him. But April and Karai come in and save this man, thinking that they could hold this man back. But they ended up realizing that this man Shredder don't give a damn if you man, woman, reptile, or rat. He's still gonna beat your ass regardless. So April threw a hot dog stand at this nigga with her force abilities, but this was
Force?
just crazy.
What the
turned
fuck?
into
She got
a
powers
black
now?
bird. When dude mutated, he really took half of Hulk's moveset, because this is ridiculous. First the throw slam, and now the thunderclap.
Yeah, I have
my
insert. I have
goodness.
inserts
So they
in my
keep on fighting.
description.
Karai stabs him in the neck, but she ends up getting
IG, bro.
backhanded.
And,
and he
you can
kicks
send me your
April and sends
portfolio
her
there. I'll
rolling,
check
But
it.
she uses the force again, pushes that man back.
Bro,
And lo
when
and
did she get
behold,
force?
Guess who came
I'm
to join the
confused.
fight? So with the help of Truck Coon,
Ah,
I think
yo,
this man
that's
was dead.
crazy.
It was a truck tanker, for Christ's sake. The nigga blew up the block. But soon they realized this was no ordinary menace. Bro ate that shit. This
Hey,
man just ate
what
a
the
full
fuck was
powered
that?
attack from Truck Coon. Then he decided to pick it up and throw that hoe at him. Karai was lucky as hell April had this
Yes.
force shit, because her little ass would have been
When
squashed.
did she get
But
that
you know who
force
did
thing?
get
I'm
squashed?
just confused,
Leonardo. Bro ran at him at full speed trying to recover, jumps up, Superman punch. slams him on
this
the
man
ground,
turned into
is about
Hulk.
to kill him. But here come Karai trying to plead.
He's
to
like
get through
Hulk
to this
and
man.
Wolverine
Here
into
comes
one,
Shredder, ugly
for real.
lad, like,
Daughter, please, I didn't mean to hurt you. Please call me father.
but she looked at this man dead in the face and
Fuck
told
no,
him.
no.
Not my dad!
So Shredder was cooked. She punched
What?
this man in the heart, physically and mentally. So he
So
had
she
to retreat
actually-
because he knew his emotions would get the best of him. And after that whole sequence, this man done caught I don't know how many cases of attempted murder and assault. This shit is not countable anymore, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like,
That's
damn. So when
crazy.
Shredder got back to base, this man started fiending for more mutagen. He told Stockman,
Hey, nigga, I need some more of that good shit.
even Tiger Claw tried to stop him, but he punched him across the room and slammed
that's-
Stockman's head
wow.
and said,
Shoot me up with that good shit. No!
"Oh, yes, master." So Shredder shot more mutagen into him, making this man a whole fucking addict. And with doing that, Shredder lost all emotional attachments. He did not care for Karai anymore.
Did
In
he
all
even have
actuality,
some?
the nigga actually woke up from his delusional last dream. Nigga finally
All right, I'll
realized,
check it
"Damn,
later."
That ain't my daughter. That's my biggest ops daughter. So shit, I might as
Yeah.
well just go kill the bitch. And that's what he decided to do. All his weaknesses were gone. So later on, he finds Karai's hideout. That's got multiple mutants in there. And he busts down the door and just starts going off.
He spun the block for
His
real.
big ass gator. Slash his kick to the side. Telekinetic monkey man comes in from the top rope, but gets rocked. Oh shit! Then Slash and Leatherhead just start getting their ass beat. Nigga hit a whole combo on this fat ass gator, then threw him into a whole PC setup, and the whole thing just caught on fire.
Oh,
That's
nah,
how you know
the
that
PC
was
setup
a
is
straight
fucked
toaster.
up.
And after he set the place on fire, he straight up told Karai,
I'm here to kill you, bitch.
and this man held nothing back at all. She was having to fight for her life. She even told them, yo, we're all gonna die in this fire if you don't stop. But this is when
He
we
don't
knew
give a
this
shit,
man
bro.
had no more attachments. He told her,
It is fitting that you die in a fire, just like your mother.
he didn't even care about Tang Shin no more. He straight up acknowledges now,
shit.
yo, I killed that bitch, and I'm about to do the same to you. So with all her rage,
shit,
she
bro.
tried to stab this man in the heart, but the sword broke.
What
And
the
just
fuck
by
type
this
of heart
fate,
is this, bro?
She knew she was about to see her mama, Shredder.
Yeah, I'll check it later.
electric
Don't worry about it.
Fists her ass off of the second floor. And then she also had debris of the building landing on her.
Oh,
She
that
was
broke her
cooked,
back
and
for
Shredder
sure.
looked at her lifeless body and walked away, leaving her to burn alive. Man. Yeah, that's arson, attempted murder, assault, animal abuse, etc. He laid out
Etc.
every motherfucker in there, 1v5, and wiped the whole team. So after this, Karai had to go to the hospital. I'm surprised her ass ain't died. But I mean, shit, I guess it's kind of impressive. You survived a Shoryuken from a 500-pound nigga with pure muscle. Even though her neck broke as fuck, at least she get to live another day. But
Only her
after this,
neck? That's
Splinter said enough is enough. I'm killing this nigga tonight. So later that night,
Yeah,
on
sure,
top
sure.
of this skyscraper,
I got you.
Splinter and a team that consisted of Raphael, April, Slash, and Casey sorry ass decided to confront Shredder. So they patiently waited on top of this building until
What the
he
hell is that guy
appeared.
gonna do?
So the final showdown between Rat
Major
and
Shredder.
Super Nigga began, and both these men knew tonight one of us is not leaving this rooftop alive. So they get to squabbling, and Shredder's already sitting them both flying. And look at him, he crawling for dear life, trying to not get squashed, but he gets grabbed, got flung in the air, then gets his spine.
He said, wait.
So then here comes Slash, oversized ass, coming to get his ass whooped again, just to get
Is he a
thrown
turtle?
around, then throws this
Or
obese turtle
tortoise?
into this
I think they're
side.
the same,
But
but
really hit him with the
whatever.
Mario 64. So long, Gay Bowser. Ass throw. You know there's gotta be a reference because bro looks like Bowser's fat ass. So then here comes Raphael with a Tatsumaki Senpuka. But this did nothing but just piss him off. He jumped on this man's back and
Bro,
started
what
stabbing
is that
him
guy
while
with
Casey
the
was hitting
hockey
with
stick?
drive-bys. But he slams him off of him and pounds his face in. Nigga started beating this shit like y'all nasty niggas when y'all saw Sue Storm. So he beats
Oh,
Raphael
nah,
across
that's
the building.
crazy.
And he ends up hitting Casey and he started flying off the building. That man started falling 30 floors high. So then here come April, mad as shit. And wait a minute, stop. That hair, I've seen you somewhere before.
Vegeta.
Oh no, I'm a new super.
Oh no! What's his name? I forgot. Syndrome. Yeah. Of the
So
Incredibles.
the reincarnation of Syndrome started throwing debris at him. But Syndrome in this universe was still sorry as hell. Bro got crushed in one hit. You should have listened to Mr. Incredible all those years when he told you, go home, kid. Because you still sorry as hell. So with everybody cooked, it was all up to Splinter. So Splinter entered the
that's
flow
fucked
state
up,
and started
man.
cooking. He pushed Bro back and gave him this crazy midair 6-kick combo.
Ooh,
and
what
ended
the
up cutting
fuck?
off both of his claws in succession. And he actually brought Super
Shit.
Shredder to his knees. But sadly for Splinter, this was the beginning of the end. When he walked up to deliver the final blow, Shredder smacks this man upright, bounces him like
oh,
a basketball,
damn.
then he runs up to him, then grabs his face and starts beating the life out of him, throwing him like a frisbee and shit. This was terrible. So while Splinter was just down and out, and Shredder started running towards him, he had one little trick left up his sleeve. He had a little rope in his sword that he used to trip Shredder up and make him glide and fall off the building. So Raphael
You're not gonna
and
tell
them
me you're
was
gonna die
happy
this
as
after
shit,
all that
thinking
shit.
they beat Shredder. But dear God, the worst was yet to come.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Stab this nigga.
Nah, getting
Shredder
killed
could
twice by
finally
the
say
same guy is
for the
crazy.
second time
I'm not gonna
and
lie.
permanently.
Mato Yoshi is dead.
Throws this man's corpse off the building, falling all the way from the top of that roof. and
That's-
dying.
The Elden Ring, yo, this about to get me mad, bro.
So I guess
'cause
second time's
Elden
the
Ring,
charm,
bro.
because Splinter was dead. No coming back to life this time.
No
Shredder
Dragon Balls.
won. He completed his lifelong crusade of hatred and killed the man he hated the most, his own brother. All over a bitch. Oh my
When you think about it, he doing all of this over a girl, bro. That's
Shorty.
crazy.
Not once, but twice. This is a
type of hatred I've never seen before.
Oh, there's a disturbance in the force with this one. And you know what's crazy? Karai didn't even get to go to the funeral because her ass was in a coma. This man teared a whole family apart over some damn coochie. Lord have mercy, my brothers. We must stay focused. We must stay focused. So after this tragedy, the turtle said, nah, this nigga gotta die. We inherited the beef.
Bro.
So they dressed up in all black for this man's funeral because they was about to slide on his ass. So later that day, they arrived to Shredder's crib, and he was waiting for these boys. This nigga was standing on top of the roof with a Molotov just ore farming. So he lit his $2.5 million mansion on fire just so they could all get on the roof. This man is sacrificing literally anything and everything to end their bloodline. First his body, and now his crib. So the final battle started, and they was jumping Shredder in perfect sync. But even though they were masters of jump jitsu, it still didn't work. Shredder was still beating them like they stole something. This man kicked Michelangelo so hard, the nigga swung his body like 6 times. And after this,
he comboed him too.
Across the roof. So at this point, Shredder just started singling them out. First he goes after Donatello. Sweet chin music's his smart ass,
these are
and eliminates
just
him from the
ass.
battle. Next was Mikey, and you cannot tell me this man is not taking this seriously right now. This man is emoting, doing his little dancey dance. So he came down, but Shredder just dodged it, grabs his nunchuck, slams him on the vent, and punching him out the arena. Mikey got fucking clobbered. So Leonardo and Raphael were the last two standing, and this evisceration just didn't stop. Look at what he just did to Raphael. He just casually grabbed this man, then flipped like an acrobat, then planted his face in the ground. This is just nasty work at this point. But Raphael was not about to go out like that. Because out of all the turtles, this nigga is a fucking menace. He started whooping this nigga.
Oh yeah, the one with the red. He always angry as shit.
Damn. Until he broke this man's neck. And he just looking at his hunched over body like, yeah, nigga, fuck you talking about, cuz? I spun from my pouch, fuck, nigga. But even though Raphael turned into the reincarnation of King Von for a second, that man still got up and said, get off my property. That man told Satan's greatest soldier, stay your ass in hell, nigga. So the last man standing was, of course, Leonardo. So Shredder continues his onslaught and proceeds to beat this man to death. That man Leonardo was fighting for any ounce of plot armor he could get because his ass was about to see God. So he ends up breaking his arm and Full sends him about 20 yards. And this looks like the end for the Ninja Turtles. Shredder walked up to his body and said, this is the end, Ninja Turtle. But that last bit of plot armor kicked in for Leonardo. He ends up seeing Splinter's Force Ghost. And Splinter told him, my son, I swear to God, if you do not kill this nigga, I cannot rest in peace. Wake up, my son. Kill this hating ass nigga. So Leonardo tapped into the Avatar state, and he done officially inherited the beef. He got Splinter's spirit in him now. So he starts going crazy and puts Shredder in a whole blender. So then he picked back up his sword. And with all his rage and his hatred passed down from his daddy to him, he ended the cycle. Leonardo decapitated this man. And after he decapitated, bro, Leonardo walked back over to everybody with his head.
Shit, isn't this a kid show?
And drops this man's head on the ground. Finally putting
That's
an
not
end
his head
to
though.
the
That's
Shredder.
just his
I lied.
type of Batman. What the fuck?
Hold on there. You thought this was over, didn't you?
What
You
the
thought
fuck
we was
Batman
gonna
gotta do
glaze
with
the
this?
nigga in the trial and get ready for the next video. No, nigga, we're not done. There is something that this man did that cannot be ignored. And that is why we are having a special exhibit. Exhibit S, beating the Bat. So Shredder decided to expand his criminal empire. So the city he chose to expand his operations
Gotham
in
City.
is none other than like the most dangerous city of all time, Gotham. And I mean, why not? It's fucking open season over there. I mean, criminals break out of Arkham every day because the security's just ass. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
It happens every Saturday. These niggas gotta be blind or something. But even
It's
though this
just that
police
there's
force
super
is
niggas there. That's all.
garbage. If you are
If
a
it wasn't
criminal
for the
here,
super
there
niggas,
is
they wouldn't
one
be able
man
to
that
do
you
it.
will fear, and that is none other than a rich man in a bat suit. So one fateful night, Batman was getting jumped by a bunch of foot ninja.
Dark
By
Knight.
nobody's surprise, these boys are light work for this man. Just another day in the office for Gotham's greatest detective. So after he finishes whooping every single one of their asses, he picks up this one foot ninja and starts interrogating them like, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you in my city? But right when the foot ninja started speaking, he catches a shuriken to the dome.
Oh,
and it was
no.
by none other than Shredder.
Is this
man was
not a
playing
kid show?
around. He
I'm
said snitches
confused.
get stitches. I mean, you already know the nigga does not like rats. So why would you decide to be a rat? So Batman tried to get him down with his grappling gun, but Shredder just turned around and just cut that junk off. So he decides to drop down to the ground because he's already made his decision to run the
He
hands.
said, you
He
not
wanted this too,
dragging
he
me
said.
there. I'm coming to
And
you.
right when he jumped,
Hey, wait. He really said, you not dragging me there. I'm coming to you. That's
man was
wild.
not playing around. He said snitches get stitches. I mean, you already know the nigga does not like rats. So why would you decide to be a rat? So Batman tried to get him down with his grappling gun, but Shredder just turned around and just cut that junk off. So he decides to drop down to the ground because he's already made his decision to run the hands. And he wanted this too. He said,
I know who you are, Bat. Do you know what this would do for my legacy if I beat your ass? So
God
me versus
damn,
you,
bro. He needs to
one-on-one.
relax.
No prep time, nigga.
so Shredder threw a smoke bomb and the battle for the best hand throw on the planet began. So Shredder comes in swinging, but Batman activates Cell
Ooh,
Ultra Instinct.
ooh,
But
we-
Shredder does a
we-
flip move, knee to the torso. and
Damn.
He got that man
Come on,
Batman
Bat.
staggered. Then he grabs my goat and throws him across the room. And that man Batman was shook. He was like, holy shit, I ain't never fought no nigga like this. And what makes it worse, this nigga ain't give me no fucking prep time. So Batman pops up and throws a bunch of batarangs at him. But this is when Shredder showed that he was on another level. Bro started punching through the batarangs. Batman couldn't even zone this man out.
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So Shredder gets back in range and starts pressuring him again. But Shredder whips a roundhouse.
Bro, that's
Blocking his
crazy.
leg taken out. Then
Oh,
Batman
there you go.
grabs his head and slams it on the
There you
rail.
go.
So
That's
then
the bat I
this
know.
man Shredder was shook. He was thinking, God damn. This motherfucker just gave me at least stage 2 CTE. But Batman was not done with the counter game. Shredder gets up against countered again and slammed
Ooh,
on the ground.
let's go.
Then he
That's
gets
the
up
bat
again,
that I know,
starts
bruh.
trying to run his offense. But he gets countered again.
Damn.
Oh, Master Bruce is reading that nigga. So then he comes flying in with a roundhouse. But Shredder blocks his strikes, slams his head on the control panel.
Alright,
But then he
alright.
went for the killing blow and missed. But then here goes Batman's super strong ass. Nigga shatters his claws with his bare hands, then booted him off
Oh,
of him. Then he blocks
damn.
his next strike, then shatters his other claw. So then he judo throws him, then knees this man's head into
Ooh,
a control
what the
panel.
fuck?
Hit him so hard
That
he
shit
indented
broke.
his head into it. But Shredder was not about to get bitched like this. He gets up and lands a nice ass combo, then shatters this man's throat. Jesus! There's no wonder Batman be talking like this half the damn time. Cause this man just deleted his trachea. So Batman kicks him off of him. And both these boys was cooked. They was putting it all on the line for their legacy. This was that once in a lifetime John Cena versus The Rock match. Braun versus Steph, Christmas Day. These niggas was leaving it all on the court.
that's
So
actually
Batman
tough.
jumps down. And right when he jumped, this fight was over. Shredder started
Yes.
charging up the Sato Oshi strike, a legendary Foot Clan technique that will kill you on impact, and it is also deadly to the person that uses it. That's
Why
how you
would
know
you-
this man Shredder was putting it all
He
on the line.
really just
So
a
he
hater
hits
for
this man
because
Batman
why would you
dead in
use
the
that?
chest, and it was over. This man's soul left his body, and he got flung into some steel pipes. And Batman, my goat, was
Bat
cooked.
lost?
Internal bleeding like crazy and knocked the fuck out. Even Shredder was struggling to get up after using that attack. Now, obviously, Batman survived this attack. Because, I
Yeah.
mean, let's be for real, this is the same nigga that dodged a fucking Omega Beam, but it was all worth it to him. Because Shredder could say officially for his legacy,
He beat the Bat.
Batman
He
one-on-one
beat the Bat.
with straight hands. The Shredder
He beat the bat. He didn't do no jumping, none of that. He just beat
Ladies
the
and
bat.
gentlemen, this is our final spreadsheet of the 2012 Shredder. And all I gotta say is, damn.
Well,
Just
damn.
Now, since this is the end of the Shredder trials, if I had to rank the 3 Shredders that we did, I would rank them as follows. Bronze medal, Tengu. Silver medal, Utrom. And first place goes
human
to none
one.
other than the 2012 Shredder. And there is a reason
Because he doesn't,
why.
he
With
doesn't have no
Utrom,
power,
I would
none,
say he
none
is the
special.
purest
He's
of
just
evil
a
out of
hater
all of
for
them.
real.
But the reason that I put the 2012 version over this man is because he's also pure evil, but the lengths of hatred he went to are insane. Trying to kill a man over a bitch, taking his daughter, killing your ex, killing your dad, annihilating your clan, raising and gaslighting the daughter to hate her actual father, then being one of the worst dads to ever grace the planet. And speaking of the planet, sacrificing it
Yeah,
and yourself to kill the man you hated the most. Then
He's
sacrificing
wildin',
your
bruh.
humanity to kill him again. That is why I have put this man at the #1 spot. So congratulations to 2012 and Utrom, you have made the round table. Sorry, Tengu, but you didn't make the cut, nigga. Oh, so sad. Anyways, man, that concludes the Shredder trials. Now I know this video was long as shit. So,
Yeah, it was
if
1
you made
hour,
it this
damn.
far, drop a like so I can see if people actually listen to me yap for like an hour.